Any additional, I guess, support on how long someone should target being in a cut if they actually are going to try to do one for an aesthetic reason?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that's one of those, depending on what you have to lose and everything,
Yeah.
the timeline would change. But in terms of like staying in the calorie deficit, usually what I do is I try to, and this is why I like to kind of work with people individually on this and like have a nice little back and forth, is that you don't want to overstay your welcome in that deficit. So basically what I'll do with people is we'll keep them in that deficit until you start to see like diminishing returns or you feel like you've overstayed your welcome. So that's where like the biofeedback comes into play, where it's like, okay, yeah, like I don't know if I'm, I'm not losing weight at the rate I had been losing, or my composition's not changing as much. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm grumpy, my sleep is off. Just feeling like, things are starting to go south for me. That's generally when we could take a little bit of time and maybe increase the calories a little bit and see if we can't increase and improve all of those biofeedbacks. Because then, again, like to me, the big thing about like calorie deficits and things like that, especially, this is specifically for people who are training, is that I would way rather have somebody eat 200 to 300 more calories a day and have 200 to 300 more calories of output.
Yeah.
Because you're going to like your results from that are going to be so much better. Yeah. Your how you feel physically, how you function mentally, like all of these things, they'll be so greatly improved from better workouts and more activity. So usually what I like to focus on with people is like, I don't love these crazy calorie deficits. I'll actually challenge people to like, hey, let's keep you at like the amount of calories where you feel good, you feel fed, and you feel comfortable. But like, let's push it in the gym. So like, let's create that 200 to 300 calorie deficit by going for a walk tonight for 30 to 45 minutes, right? Let's stay in the gym for an extra 20 minutes and hit an extra couple sets of whatever on whatever you're doing, and create that adaptation that way. Because just what I found with people, it's like, there's a serious rate limiter in just continually reducing calories. It's like, all right, you're going to go from 2,000 to 1,700, from 1,700 to 1,500, 15 to 12.
Point.
Wait, like where are you going to keep going with that?
A smaller box with no room to actually work.
I like that, and we heard you say that on the webinar, in that trying to, I'd rather you eat 200 more calories, burn 200 more off, because then you'll have the energy to kind of feel your body. Because I feel like on the other side, there's such a big, and obviously we probably say it to people as well, is like, right, you can't outwork a bad diet. But this is in the confine of you're in you have a good nutrition plan, right, and you're eating good foods. I'd rather you have the energy to work. And I think that's such a big message that we try to pass on to people here, that it's going to be a race to the bottom if you just go the other way. Right? And at some point your body's going to be like, well, I work at 1,100 calories, and you now have to eat 900 if you want to lose weight. And it's not going to be the body you want, right? And you're not going to be able to get there or sustain.